In 1950, we was driving a John Deere tractor. At least my brother was. It was 19. I used to sit on the thing and ride it on the, not on the fender, but you know, on the side while he was plowing. Didn't know other niggas had them. It belonged to Mr. Word. Nice Chevy truck, you know, them black ones, 50 Chevys. We had mules and stuff too. Old John, old Fox, all them old big old mules, right? And did a little plowing every now and then. They did. I didn't do nothing. I had it good. I was 6, you know, where you could just, you didn't have to do no work. You know what I mean? They used to say I used to stand on the porch and eat watermelons and pee all over everything. I had it good. I was 6 years old, right? 4, 5, 6. I had it good. Everybody else had to work, you know, because they was 13. My older brother, they was 13. Boy, they would be working. I mean, really, you know, country work, driving wagons, and my other brother driving, the oldest brother driving them doggone tractors and plowing. You know how walking in that hot sun all day with them straps, G-haul? Plowing with them big old mules, you know, they was big mules, not the little teeny. Man, I'm telling you, I had it good, but I was able to watch enough to get up on certain things. And I'm going to tell you, then I'm going to close in a little while. But must have been in the mid-50s when my father went back down and he took my second to the oldest brother. Now, we've been in California a while, so Mr. Word, that's what they call him, Ben Word. He owned the town. You know, in every town they had a big white man, and then the big white man had his crew. So the sheriff, I'm telling you, it was so old-timey. I went down there last year, a couple of years ago, and I saw a white man coming out. He said, I said, this used to be a bayou right here. Then he said, yeah, it's still there, you just can't see it. And then he told me his name. And I said, oh, your father was Mr. Garrett up there. Yeah. I said, y'all had a 51 Mercury, a blue one. So yeah, because they got a place called Garrett Lane. And the other street, Ben Word Street and all. It's just a little town, but all them white folks. And I said, did you know my father? He was probably my age, a little older. He said, I could take you to my mama. She's 88. She remembers all of those people. And I told him my name. He said, yeah, I know y'all's name. Da, 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 da. And then, but anyway, when they went back, we went back down there in about the mid-50s. And so, Ben Word on the cotton gin. He owned the store, like not Pennies, one of them stores. He owned everything in town. And then all the other white folks was under him, you know. So Pink Booger, the sheriff, I'm not making this up, Pink Booger. The sheriff, the high sheriff, you know, it was pure 100%. I guess every town in the South and the North was like that. They had the big white man that owned mostly everything, and the other officials, he was running that too. So he might own the cotton gin. We used to take stuff to the cotton gin. You know, you had to take the cotton in them big wagons, the cotton wagons, and they sucked the vacuum up to all the cotton. And stuff like that. They called it a cotton gin. But anyway, that's the way the country was. Now, we was out in California. I'll close in a minute. Me and my brother, we went back down there in 57. So everybody was talking about cotton. We just wanted to try a little cotton. I think we got a cotton sack. They still, in the 50s, they still pick cotton right down. we threw that cotton sack on us, and we had our 49er jackets on. We was California 100%. We walked down the road and back, and we took that cotton, throwed it off, and we didn't even want them to weigh it to see how much, they had a weight thing. So that fit, forget it. So we done had I'm finished with cotton from then all the way up to now. I don't have no affection for picking cotton, or nothing to do with it except wearing cotton clothes, after they went through the change. But the thing is, my brother was with my father, and when he went to visit the big white man in town, the big white man said, "So-and-so, I miss you more than any nigga that ever left here." And my father grabbed his hand, "I'll break your back if you..." Because my brother been in California, right? And he was 13 when he left, but he done forgot where he's at. And to him, for the white man to say that to my father, he was born there in 1900. That's all he ever heard. And he could get anything he wants from the white man. He did get hit. All of that stuff I was talking about, we the only niggas that could drive a truck, in 1950. You didn't drive a truck. The tractor, John Deere tractor, you didn't have to use the mules. We even had electricity in 1950. I tell you now, things is, was moving up. I'm telling you. But here's the point. Eventually, other people never paid attention to those old Negroes. I did. That's why I did everything I did at the time I did it. It was second, okay, we got black nationalism. Now we got Islam. But what about that other period before? Nobody knew nothing about that. The white people now don't know nothing about it, neither does niggas. They got nobody in the FBI that knows that mentality of the 1900s or the 1910 generation that was alive when Jack Johnson won the championship and they was happy. And Jack Johnson went down, nigga went down to said, "I want some eggs, coffee black as Jack Johnson, and eggs beat up like Jim Jeffers." They hung the nigga. That's what they did. They just killed him. But my father's generation, that was and I used to hang around with all those old Negroes. When I was just hanging, didn't have nothing, just sitting there listening and sucking it all up. And I understood. That's why we are here now and ain't nobody else here. Nobody else is where we are right now. Not one single Negro in the United States. It's either true what I'm saying or it's not true. They're not where we are. They haven't been around as long, and they haven't been successful. You say, successful? The white man did it. The white man did nothing. When we get ready to do whatever we want to do, everything is here, right? We do it when we get ready, including taking a breather. The white man can wear you out, get you on a treadmill, the tax treadmill. I gotta pay the taxes, I gotta do this, right? And you're tired, and you say, forget the taxes, I don't pay those taxes. When I get ready, right? Everything. That's what it takes, because the people, and the last thing I'm gonna say is this deal with boss man, with the white man, our deal is the same as always been. We're going to help rescue you from your situation because you ain't got enough sense to do it. But we doing it in our way. You're going to have to come deal with us. We're not coming to you. We done already told you where we're coming from. That's just the deal. So he has to come out of that FBI ivory tower, out of all of that. He have to set aside the Zionists. He have to figure out who's closer to me, the Zionists or the Negroes. He got to figure that out. If he got any sense, he'll choose the Negro every time, because the Zionist is telling him what to do, right? The Zionist done broke his back. The Zionist done got him starting all these wars in Iraq and everything to protect the Zionists. Everything that's happened in the last decades has been the Zionists manipulating the Americans. The only thing gonna pull him out of it is when he'll be around in a minute, or he'll be broke and gone. That's the only thing. He can do it, but we're not gonna change. We're gonna get more into what we're doing, not changing. And we don't care what we have. After a while, it's not the material. You know, like. And I'll close with this. Imagine right now, with the world the way it is, what does it make a difference whether we have a masjid full of people and all the property rented and everything, and the world is the way it is now? How does that fit? Right? That's only a dummy would be allowing that to cloud the big mission. The big mission is the globe needs management right now. And a masjid here, a masjid there is not what it needs. That's just not going to solve any problem. And we already know that. The other thing is, 9 or 10, 200 or 300 people around, it's not going to solve the problem either. Whoever gets into this at this time has to have a global vision and have to have the globe or the world or universal mentality. All this other stuff, it's not going to work. You know what I mean? And people, I can't wait to send my children to the greatest school. What the hell are they going to do there? They'll be out in you know where the world will be in 3 or 4 years, 5 years? Where is it now from where it was in 2016? Just they getting ready to bring in old dumb Trump, right? Well, look at the world now. In a few short years. How many forest fires? Has there been a year? The forest fires, if you just dealt with forest fires alone in California, forest fires, what is it, the damn hurricane, the biggest since 1859, something like, I don't know, whatever, before they even called, right? In Louisiana. That's what they said. It's the biggest since they didn't, I don't even know what they named, but that's what they said on TV. This is the biggest thing since 1859 or something like that. That's what they said, right? And it's getting worse every time. Every time you turn, every hurricane season, there's hurricane and the death, and every fire season, and everybody is all right. Something is wrong, right? I mean, and people talk about signs. Well, we take signs serious. That's a sign. Good God Almighty. The whole world is on fire. One part is boiling over and wind blowing everything down, and the other side is burning up. And everybody, yeah, man, that's deep, ain't it? Yeah, man. And then who's gonna be the football champ this year? Right? Yeah, man. Look, okay. I'm gonna stop. I just wanted to call y'all down. The people, I think the niggas is crazy. That basically, I think something had happened to the white man put something in there. It ain't the white man. I think because people was like that in the old days too. Even, and they all get distracted. And they all get misled by Pharaoh because of all of what he have. But what if Pharaoh's a damn fool? The one we got now. Hey man, this nigga is so stupid. The white man, the one we got now, that boy is so stupid. Anybody that I wouldn't even eat with him. If I saw him coming, I'm going another way. Gotta go, boss man. Well, just wait a minute, Imam Musa, because that's got